So that shiny new game just came out, The Alters, and you want to know if it's worth your time, right? Well, let's take a look at the game for some first impressions. Keep in mind this is not a full review, this is a quick look at the game. I played the game for 2.5 hours, so I'll show some footage of the game while describing it and giving a few thoughts on it. I did not get that far into this game. 2.5 hours just doesn't get you that far. That's because there's some long-winded chats that you have in this game. That does take some time to get through. The story is interesting though, so I'm actually okay with that. The game begins with your character landing in a pod from space, and then coming out of the pod and wondering where everyone is. He finds some more pods along the way, but all of his crew appears to be dead. So now it's just him and the giant freaking base that can roll because it's a huge wheel. That base is more than a base though. It's like a whole management system. There are different modules in that wheelbase, like communications, storage, machinery, research, command center, and a lot more. Also, while in the base, it's oddly 2D, which is interesting. It's a 3D game when out and exploring though. Also, when out and exploring, the game is not open world. It's fairly linear. There are different pathways that you can take though. There is a certain menu that you can pull up in the command center of the base that will let you adjust the base too. You can add elevators, build new modules, and just move the whole base around to your liking. But building new modules takes different resources, which you can find outside. You'll need to mine for different materials, either by hand or building outposts, and sometimes you'll find a little bit of resources just lying around too. To make all the things that you need, you'll be using the workshop, which is a module that you can build in the base, and you guessed it, it also takes materials. So you'll be collecting materials off and on the whole time in this game. At least it seems like so far. Now here's where it gets interesting. The communications room has different people that will call you and talk to you, and one of those people says that a star will come and burn the planet, and he only has days to escape. So what I've been doing is moving the giant wheelbase, but now I'm at a part where lava is blocking me from going further with the base, so I need to find an alternative route. I've been at this part for a little bit as I've been collecting resources, building tools, exploring the nearby area, and researching different things. You'll need to keep track of suit energy, radiation, and how tired your character is. You'll need to sleep when tired. Also, you'll be using the kitchen to make food and talking to the alternate versions of yourself to keep their moods up. Speaking of alternate versions, now here's the really cool part about this game. That same guy who said a star was going to kill him in days told him to collect this certain special material and then using that material to use the quantum computer to create an alternate version of himself. The quantum computer is interesting because it has his whole life of memories in it. Using those memories, you can then create an alternate branch of yourself. So for example, the main character never stood up to his dad when younger, but using the quantum computer, you can create a branch version of the main character that splits off before he did not stand up to his dad. And then in the branch version, he did stand up to his father and he eventually became a technician. So using that computer, you can then create other versions of the main character with different specialties, which is important to help you run the base and unlocking more things. Graphically, the game looks good, but performance, well, I did have stutters. That could be my PC or it could be the game, but I did notice it and it was kinda often. The game is a really cool concept. Being alone in a base and having to create clones to help you run it and to escape a star that's going to kill you, I just think that's cool. It's a bit of base management, resource collection, and survival. And then you have an interesting story, and not to mention clones. The whole thing is unique. I actually really like this game so far. It's just so cool. Based on what I've played so far, I'd say give it a try. It's worth it, though that's my personal opinion. Whether or not this is your type of game, I'll see you on the next one.